All right. Hello and welcome to this Rogue in Motion webinar. My name is Alex. I'm a physical therapist and a board certified neurologic clinical specialist. I have about 11 years experience as a physical therapist, and I've been working with the neurologic population throughout the entirety of my career. I have quite a bit of additional certifications and experience working with people with movement disorders such as Parkinson's, and also quite a bit of experience working with people with vestibular disorders and balance deficits. So our last two webinars, we did a presentation kind of specifically on the vestibular system and all of our different balance systems and how we improve our balance. Then we did a low intensity workout with the emphasis on balance and posture. And then this month, our focus is going to be a high intensity workout, taking the format of kind of high intensity intervals with specific attention to improving balance throughout the workout. So just to give you a preview, our objectives for today, we're going to talk specifically about exercise geared towards people with Parkinson's and types of exercises that address the specific deficits in movement that occur with conditions like Parkinson's. We're going to incorporate all of our different balance systems from the vestibular system to our sense of somatosensation and proprioception. That's the fancy way of saying your body knowing where it is in space. We're going to work on strength, cardio, as well as kind of anticipatory and reactive postural control. And then we're going to talk about some different ways to modify common exercises just to increase the challenge to your balance system. So all of the exercises we'll go through today are most likely things that you're familiar with: squats, deadlifts, maybe a snatch, single leg toe tapping, but all of them have specific things that we've added in order to focus more on building and improving balance. I mentioned this earlier, but if possible, try to have the following equipment available: a chair or other sturdy surface. We're not going to be sitting on it, but it is a nice thing to have to touch onto for some balance support. And we'll actually be using the chair for some of our warm-up exercises as well. If you don't have a chair, you can use couch, corner of your bed. You can also touch onto anything else that's stable, like your countertop or a wall, just to help with balance. We'll be using something soft to stand on. If you don't have an Airex or exercise foam, feel free to use a thin cushion off of the seat of a chair, a folded up towel, a folded yoga mat, anything that you're willing to stand on and that's safe to stand on. You'll want to grab a small scarf or handkerchief. It can also be like a hand towel or dish towel. A set of hand weights or cans of soup, water bottles, anything that weighs somewhere between 1 and 5 pounds will work great. And then a sticky note with your favorite letter written on it or a business card. You can still do all of these exercises without these pieces of equipment. They'll just add to kind of the quality and the benefit that the exercise provides. And I'll talk about each of those when we do the specific exercises. I already gave you a brief introduction to myself. Again, my name is Alex and I'm a physical therapist. I work at Rogue. We are a specialty gym and physical therapy clinic designed for people with Parkinson's or similar conditions. We're located in Fountain Valley, California, but we have an online membership with live Zoom classes and a video library of all of our classes that can be accessed on demand, as well as in-person group classes in our studio. And so really part of the goal of our workout today is to introduce you to what Rogue in Motion is like in case you're interested in potentially joining that online membership. And then a little bit about how we can use exercise to improve balance. One way is by incorporating in vestibular training. And vestibular system is your inner ear, also known as kind of your equilibrium or balance system. So one of the most important ways to add in vestibular challenge or vestibular training is to incorporate head and eye movements into whatever movement or exercise that you're doing. And unfortunately, people with Parkinson's oftentimes have axial rigidity, especially in the neck and the cervical spine, which limits rotation of the head and neck on the body, which reduces the stimulation to the vestibular system and can lead to overall worsening balance over time. So you'll definitely be seeing head movements throughout our workout today, including throwing and catching, working on hand-eye coordination, and head and eye coordination. We'll also be using that soft surface, that piece of foam, in order to change our ability to sense the floor underneath of us. We'll be working on important muscles that help support balance, including the ankle muscles and the glutes. And we will try to be getting into different positions as well. And then last but not least, a lot of the exercises that we'll be using in our warm-up and cool-down are part of the Power Moves protocol or Parkinson Wellness Recovery. It's a series of 4 exercises in 5 different positions that can be expanded into even additional positions above and beyond the traditional 5. And those exercises help to address the movement dysfunction or disorder that's common with Parkinson's. So the power up in every position helps with posture. The rock helps with weight shifting, which is important for transitional movements like initiating a step or standing up from a chair. The twist movement helps with trunk rotation and reducing rigidity. And then the power step is for exactly what it sounds like, taking a nice big step to initiate gait. So we'll, at the very end, just kind of talk a little bit more about the membership, but let's go ahead and get started with our workout. Main things I want you to be aware of are trying to move big, move with good quality, over-exaggerate your effort, and really just try to have a good time as we exercise. And just to give you a quick preview of the workout, looks like part of my cool down got erased, but this is kind of what we're going to be working with. Our first high intensity exercise will be a speed skater, and we'll hold for a brief pause on every 3rd repetition in order to improve single leg balance. If everyone's game to do a second round, we will then go into a squat with a twist and punch, lifting our outermost leg, again targeting single leg balance. We're going to alternate a cardio exercise with a skilled exercise, going from 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. Again, depending on time, we may then go to 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, and 2E. Our skilled exercises, first up, we'll use our dumbbells to do a clean and snatch, trying to alternate sides, get a nice overhead movement, and coordinate our head and our eyes moving together. Again, that provides inner ear stimulation and is important for balance. Then we'll do a dumbbell deadlift with our feet standing on that foam pad or other soft surface. If that's feeling pretty easy and you want to add an additional progression, you can close your eyes for all or a portion of the movement. Then we'll be using our stick or our sticky note to do the power twist with VOR cancellation. The VOR is your vestibular ocular reflex. It's a reflexive movement that moves your eyes opposite of your head movement, but we need to be able to override that reflex for things like looking both ways to cross the street, scanning, looking in our blind spots when we're backing out of our driveway. So that's what we'll be targeting is overriding the reflexive activity. Then we'll do a 3-way single leg toe tap. If you want to hold on to your chair for balance, you sure can. And we'll finish with a heel raise, tossing a scarf or that handkerchief up into the air. So let's go ahead. We'll get our bodies warmed up a little bit, utilizing our chair. If you don't have a chair, don't worry. You can use your couch or your bed. This is just our warm-up. We're going to do 10 of each of our power moves with the chair, alternating with high knee marching in order to tap our toes onto the seat of the chair, trying to challenge a little bit of balance and get heart rates up. To start off with, go ahead and stand with your feet as wide apart as the legs of your chair or slightly wider than shoulder width apart. With straight knees, hinge at the hips, bring your body down so that your hands are on the seat. Bend your elbows, get a good stretch through the back of your legs, even into your low back. And then press up, stand up nice and tall, open your arms wide. That's 1. Drop down and up. 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10. All right, then 30 seconds. Nice high knee march. If you don't have the chair, you can still march. Nice high knees. Get your arms involved. Knees up towards your chest. You're moving as fast or as slow as you feel safe to do. Trying to get heart rate to start climbing. Good work, good work. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and feet come down. Hands will drop to the seat of the chair again. Step your feet back a good 2 to 3 feet from the legs of the chair. Rock your body weight backwards into a down dog position. Straight knees, straight elbows. Then shift your body weight forward, bringing your hips towards the chair, maybe scooting your feet a little further back until you're in a solid plank position. That's number 1. Rock back and forward. 2. Back, forward. 3. Back, forward. 4. Back, forward. 5. Back, forward. 6. Back, forward. 7. Back, forward. 8. Back, forward. 9. Back, and forward for 10. Step your feet in, stand up tall, right back into those toe taps. 30 seconds. Stay nice and tall. Swing your arms. Really drive your knees up, up, up. Doing great. Halfway through. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to twist, alternating sides. Hands drop down to the seat of the chair. Feet are as wide apart as the legs and about a shoe's distance away from the front. Keep your left hand on the seat. Raise your right arm all the way up to the sky. Nice big twist. That's 1. Come back down, switch sides. Now left hand reaches. 2. Switch. 3. Switch. 4. Switch. 5. Switch. 6. Switch. 7. Switch. 8. Switch. 9. Switch. 10. Back to center. Come up tall. Toe tapping again. Nice and powerful. Big high knees. Maybe try and speed it up a little bit if you can. Once we do our warm-up, I will demonstrate all of the exercises in our actual workout, as well as some modifications and variations for you. 3, 2, 1. Final power move. Hands drop down. You can step back into your plank position. Hips are straight. Take your right knee, step it forward to the outside of the chair, getting a nice stretch through your hip and thighs. That's 1. Step back, switch sides, left foot forward for 2. Switch, 3. Switch, 4. Switch, 5. Switch, 6. Switch, 7. Switch, 8. Switch, 9. Switch, 10. And done. Nice work. Grab some water. You can move the chairs where they're out of the way, but still accessible if you decide you need it for any balance support during our skilled exercises. All right, so our plan of attack. We're going to do a minute of cardio, a 20-second transition, and then a minute of a skilled exercise for 5 rounds. Our first cardio interval, it's going to be a speed skater with a hold on every 3rd repetition. So to me, a speed skater is a nice horizontal hop, trying to cover as much distance as you can. Arms are swinging, and then outside leg kind of crosses behind. Again, on that 3rd repetition, we're going to pause and hold single leg balance. So it'll look like so. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. The hold doesn't have to be for a super long time. I just want you to kind of find that moment of stability before you get back into those hops, trying to keep heart rate up. If that doesn't work for you, you can do a toe tap, still with a horizontal hop, but then tap your inside leg down to increase stability. Always welcome to hold on to a chair. Then, for our first skilled exercise, we're going to grab our hand weights. We're doing an alternating side clean with a snatch. So if you don't have hand weights, you can just do the movement, or you can use water bottles or cans. We're going to squat down, let the weight lower as close to the floor as possible. Then as you stand up, keep the weight close to your body like you're zipping up a jacket. Flip it and press it up to the ceiling. Then we'll drop down and switch. Low to the floor, zip up, flip, and press. We're welcome to go a little bit faster. And you can add a little bit of a jump to help with that overhead press. Getting some oomph through your power up. Going as slow or as fast as you see fit. Then we'll go back to those speed skaters for a minute, followed by deadlift on foam. If possible, have both of your feet on that unstable surface, your cushion, your pillow, your towel. Knees are unlocked but relatively straight. Weight in hands, hinging at the hips to get a nice flat back. Keep the weight close to your shins, and then press your hips forward, standing up. This is really more of a Romanian deadlift because we're not picking the weight up from the floor, but you get the idea. Focusing on that hinge with straight knees and straight spine. Like I said at the intro, if you decide you want more challenge, you can close your eyes, either just for a portion of the movement or all the way down and all the way back up. And if it's too much to stand on the foam, just do the deadlift without that unstable surface underneath of your feet, focusing on building strength of the hip muscles. Then we'll go back to cardio, followed by VOR cancellation. We'll start with your target, your letter in your right hand, look at the letter, twist it over to your left hand, your eyes stay glued to that letter, you'll open up back to center, and then left hand will twist over to the right. Your eyes are always continuing to look at that letter on your sticky note or business card. As you turn your body, will eventually get faster and faster. Then it's a single leg, 3-way toe tap. You can hold on to your chair or support if you would like. You can touch your toe, forward, center, side, center, back, center, then switch, forward, center, side, center, back, and center. Or if you want more challenge, try to hover your foot. So you'll reach but not touch, come back up, reach, center, reach, center, and then switch. Okay, back to cardio of our speed skaters. And then last but not least, you're gonna use your hand towel, your tissue, your scarf. You'll start in a bit of a squat, come up onto tippy toes, try to stay on your tippy toes while you throw and catch the scarf. Make sure your eyes follow the movement of that scarf. And this is working on anticipatory postural adjustments, or your muscles anticipating being off balance and then creating stability before you execute the movement. All right, if that's too much, just do the throws and the catches, or just do the heel lift and lowers without the throw and catch. Try to make sure it's a purely vertical movement. I don't want any hip hinges or swaying through the pelvis. All right, we're gonna get started, starting with those speed skaters or big steps with a toe tap. 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. You're moving at your speed. You might be faster than me. You might be slower than me. You can hold for as long as you like, knowing that the longer you hold, the more single leg balance you're working on. But also we want to get heart rate up. So we're trying to get back to those movements of side to side, medium quick. I like to get my arms moving. Feel free to count out loud. That's going to definitely increase the cardio challenge.
Rest and get some water.
Good work. All right, 20 seconds to grab your weight, grab water, and then it's that dumbbell clean and snatch. Make sure your head and your eyes are moving, following the weight. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Drop down, pull up, and press. Switch sides. Pull up and press. And now I gotta get my head moving, following the weight, looking up and overhead as I press up and overhead. Getting good hip extension. All the way straight through the hips and the trunk. When you come up, strong straight elbows punching to the ceiling. Challenge yourself to get low on the squat. 10 seconds left. Finish strong.
Rest.
Good work. All right. Round 1 in the books. 4 more to go. We're going to go back to our speed skaters, then our deadlift on the foam. Make sure you're getting water throughout, staying
High
hydrated.
intensity number 1.
Right back to it. Here we go. 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice work. Keep those movements big. Stay explosive. Stay powerful. Stick the landing. Working hips, working ankles, working thighs. Lots of major muscle groups involved in this dynamic movement. Think of those speed skaters in the Olympics, how strong and muscular their legs are. That's how we want to feel. Pushing the floor away, getting big lift.
Rest.
Nice. All right, rest break. Get your pillow out. Weights out if you have them. If it's too challenging on the foam, you can always stand on the floor. Knees are straight but unlocked.
Skilled
And then you're going to
exercise.
hinge at the hips, sticking your tailbone back, and then press forward. Think about showing off your belt buckle. You're pushing your hips forward to rise up, not pulling yourself up from your spine. Create a smooth movement. Slow down. Controlled up. Squeeze the buns. You can help turn on your hamstrings by trying to actively spread the floor apart with your feet. Try to widen your knees slightly. We've got another 10 seconds. If it's been easy, try closing your eyes. Still smooth and controlled. Just adding
Rest.
some instability. Nice work. Okay. Back to cardio we go. Speed skaters with a hold, followed by our twist. If you don't have a letter or a sticky note, you can at least look at your thumb. Follow your thumb as we're
intensity
moving.
number 1.
But first, we get our heart rates up. Remember, hold every third repetition. It's a brain challenge and a body challenge. We want you to feel a little breathless. On a 0 to 10 scale, you're working at about a 7 or an 8. Getting to the point where it's difficult to say a full sentence because you need to take a breath. Stay big. Cover as much distance as you can, side to side. Good job, almost there.
Rest.
Rest. Okay. Again, making time for water if you need it. Even if you don't feel like you need it, make sure you're hydrating. Then grab that target. We're going to start with it in our right hand. Feet nice and wide apart.
Skilled exercise C.
Look at your letter. Twist it over. Arms open, but eyes stay on your target. And open. Get big with your posture. Eyes stay glued on that letter. Everything else is blurring behind your target. Nice pivot off of your back leg. Making sure your entire upper body is rotating. Try not to let your hand come towards the center to meet the other hand. Rotate all the way. Arm stays as outstretched behind you as it can possibly get. If you aren't able to see the letter clearly when you twist, slow down a little bit. Again, this is working
Rest.
on vestibular, rest, 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 vestibular ocular reflex cancellation. Super important for things like looking both ways before you cross the street, checking your blind spot, scanning grocery store aisles for your favorite brand of cereal.
High intensity number 1.
Okay, back to our speed skaters. You know what to do. We've been here before. We're 3 rounds in, starting our 4th. Nice job. 1, 2, 3, and hold. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Keep it up, team. You're doing it. Keep moving, keep moving. Drive hard. I know I'm getting tired. The single leg balance is feeling less and less stable as we go. That's how you know you're building your strength, building your endurance. We didn't show up today for easy. Good job. Oops. My battery's getting low. Let me plug in the iPad. Sorry about that. And then after this, it's our single leg toe taps.
Skilled exercise
Alternating sides. Here we go. It's forward, center, side, center, back, and center. Switch legs. Tap your toe down, actually touching the floor if you need the stability. Hold on to your chair back if you need the stability. But if you can, keep your foot hovering, reaching all 3 directions, and then switch sides. Arms can be in front of you. You can do hands on hips, whatever feels natural. Just 10 tiny seconds left, my friends. Good work. Two, one. All right, last round, 2 minutes of effort. Speed skaters. Then our heel raises with a scarf toss. It's going to go by quick. We can do it. In 3, 2, 1. It's go time. Big, explosive movements and hold. Maybe turn your head, look at your feet, look where you're going. Nice. Stick that landing. Hold on to it. Strong ankles, strong hips. More than halfway. All the way to the finish line buzzer. Here we go. Just 10 seconds.
Rest.
Nice job. Grab your tissue, your handkerchief. We're getting ready for heel lifts and tosses. Eyes are trying to stay on the scarf the entire time, tracking its movement with your head and your eyes.
Skilled exercise E.
Squat down, up. You can catch in one hand or switch hands. It's okay if you need to take a step to recover your balance. One of my catchphrases as a PT is the only way to get better balance is to practice being off balance. If it doesn't challenge you, it's not going to make change. Nice smooth head and eye movements. Really reach up and overhead. Getting better posture as we build ankle strength and balance. Deep breaths.
Rest done with round 1.
So good. All right. I'm going to pause us there. We have time to do our second half of the workout if you would like, but it's not going to leave us very much time for cool down. So what I'm going to do is just really quickly during our rest break, share the information about our Rogue in Motion membership. That way, if you need to log off right at, it's 12:30 for me, you might be elsewhere in the country, but right at the end of our hour, you're welcome to. You'll have that information. But if you're able to stay on for a few extra minutes, I'll share it again at the end. So this is our Rogue in Motion membership. It's all online. That includes daily exercise classes Monday through Friday that are live on Zoom. We also have all of those classes are recorded and put into a video library that you can access on demand. And we do have classes that are downloadable. So if you're going to go on vacation or on a cruise, for example, where the internet might be spotty, you can bring your workouts with you to have available. Pricing starts at $74.99 for a month or $749.99 for the year. In addition to our exercise classes, we have twice weekly speech and voice classes included in the membership, a vegan cooking class. Plant-based diets are proven to be the most beneficial and healthful in slowing disease progression for people with Parkinson's. So this is a great way to learn fun new exercises. We do monthly educational meetings as well as membership meetings with our owner, Claire, so that if you have special requests or feedback for us, you have an open forum to discuss those things. We also offer a 30-minute consultation with Claire to get you started if you aren't familiar with like using the video library or want help navigating it. All that is included in your membership. And it's super fun. We have a variety of different classes. We have a cardio class that's designed to help you work out on like bike or treadmill or elliptical. We do high intensity interval training classes, power moves classes, boxing classes, functional strength classes. So we're really trying to target all of the different areas of exercise that are recommended by the Parkinson's Foundation. And because you participated in our webinar and workout today, you have access to a month free trial. You can do that by going to the Rogue in Motion website. It's going to ask you to click on the monthly membership. You don't have to put in any card details. At the very bottom, it's going to ask you for a promo code. You'll type in free month and apply, and that will give you the month free trial. So that you can log in and try some online classes live via Zoom or access all the content in the video library. And this is our schedule at a glance right now of what all is included online. So you can see multiple classes per day, including educational content, cooking class, and speech therapy classes with a variety of different exercise classes. And those start as early as 7 a.m. our time here in Southern California, so that even our East Coast friends are still able to exercise live with us in the morning. And so again, that promo code is going to be free month if you're interested, and I'll show that again at the end. But let's go ahead and power through, get our second half of our workout in. If you want to join me, we're switching now to a squat with a twist and a punch for our cardio. So that is going to look like a squat, twist, and punch. And if you want to add in extra, lift that outside leg so that you're pausing in single leg balance, working on the glutes and the hips. Here we go. Squat, twist, and punch. Get your heart rate up again. We had a nice long rest break. The depth of the squat is up to you. It doesn't have to be super deep. Just get a nice bounce. Really try to keep your knees open wide, at least as wide apart as your feet. If you get knock-kneed, that's a sign that your glutes are turning off. No good. Go a little faster if you want more cardio. Go a little slower if you want to focus on the depth of your squat. And lift, lift, lift from the hips. Squeeze those buns. You should be feeling the burn.
Rest.
Good work. Now it's back to our clean and snatch. Grab your dumbbells. Feet are nice and wide. We're going in 8 seconds. Squat down, lower weight to the floor.
Skilled exercise A.
Pull it up, flip your grip, and press. Try to follow your hand with your eyes. Make sure you're alternating arms. This is a little slower than our squats for cardio. Giving yourself time to get as low as you can. And then all the way straight hips when you stand up. Nice job, deep breaths. Strong, straight elbow punch to the sky.
Rest.
Nice work. Rest break, water break. Then it's back to our twist and punch, followed by our deadlift on the foam. If you want to keep your dumbbells in your hands for that punch, that's
High
okay by
intensity
me.
number 2.
Here we go. You shouldn't feel your hips getting closer to your ribs when you lift your outside leg. It's not a side bend, just a leg lift. I didn't say it at the beginning. I don't usually play music during these HIIT classes because I'm talking so much. I don't want to have to yell over the music, but you are always welcome to play music in the background. If you're joining a class live, that definitely can help with motivation and fun. Good work. Almost there.
Rest.
Grab your foam. We're stepping onto it. Feet about hip bone or shoulder width. Weights in hand. Getting ready for that RDL.
Skilled
Nice hip
exercise B.
hinge. Keep the weight close to you. Slide it down your shins. Slide it back up. Keep your shoulders pulled down and back. You can think if someone was trying to tickle you in the armpits and you don't want to let them, you're going to actively squeeze your arms into your ribs, activating your latissimus muscles. Smooth lift and lower. Push yourself up, not pull. We're using our glutes, those big, powerful muscles in your hips, not the little extensor muscles of your spine. Beautiful job. 6 seconds.
Rest.
Nicely done. You can ditch that pillow. We are done with it. We're done with the weights unless you want to keep them in your hands for the twist and punch. After that, it's our twist with our letter target.
High intensity.
Here we go.
2.
Big rotation. Turn your head to look where you're punching. Get a pivot off that back leg. Point your toes. Speed it up if you can. You can even add a finger flick going from a fist to wide open palms. Working on finger expansion. These finger flicks are great in preparation for fine motor tasks like writing, buttoning buttons, doing your makeup, you name it. Can help prepare you to move with large amplitude and good quality. Almost there.
Rest.
Good work. Okay. We grab our popsicle stick or our target. I'm going to start with it in my right hand. Keep my eyes glued to it as I turn over to the left. Switch hands and repeat to the other side.
Skilled exercise C.
Here we go. Arms are open. Twist and open. Twist and open. Eyes are locked onto that letter. Switching hands. Bimanual dexterity. The fine motor of quickly switching from grip in one hand to the other. Working on eyes tracking. Smooth head movements. Trunk rotation is helping to reduce rigidity, making it easier to move throughout the rest of your day. Good work. 6 seconds.
Rest.
Nicely done. 4 minutes left. 2 more rounds. Cardio is going to be followed up by our single leg toe taps, alternating sides. Feet are wide, getting ready for that squat and a twist.
High
Here we go.
intensity number 2.
Drop down, explode up. Beautiful job. Keep pushing. Again, count out loud if you want even more intense cardio. Really get out of breath. It definitely adds some spice, I promise. More than halfway through. This is our second to last round. Keep it going. Keep it going. I know you can do it.
Rest.
Beautiful job. All right. Toe tapping forward, side, and back, or hovering for even more challenge of your balance. In 4, 3, 2, 1.
Skilled
Here we go.
exercise D.
You can add in a slight squat, little knee bend for even more instability, bigger reach. We're in our second half now, so muscles are more tired. If you need to touch your toes down for balance, that is always okay. Make sure you're taking deep breaths, breathing into all 4 sides of your trunk, expanding your belly, expanding your ribs, fueling and replenishing your body before our final round. 10 seconds.
Rest.
All right, last round. We're gonna make it. Twist and punch, followed by our heel raise and scarf toss. Then we'll do a quick couple-minute cool down. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead, start that twist and punch. But if you have any questions for me about membership or the types of classes that we offer, I'd be happy to chat with you about that. This is it. This is your last round. Dig deep. Really push. You don't have to do this exercise again for today. Nice work. 20 seconds. What can you give? What can you do with that 20 seconds?
Rest.
Woo! All right, last thing on the to-do list. Grab that scarf. We're doing heel lift and lowers with a toss. Head and eyes following the movement of the scarf. Trying to really extend up.
Skilled
Get
exercise.
good height. Holding in that heel lifted position for as long as you can. Totally okay to need to take a step to catch your balance. That is a good indication that you are working at the right level of intensity. Good job, team. We're so close now, 15 seconds.
Done. Time to cool down.
Amazing job. All right.
Activity completed.
Let's grab our yoga mats. We're going to make our way down to the floor for a brief cool down with some power moves. Really focusing on posture with these movements. You're going to lay down onto your belly. I'd like for your elbows to be directly underneath of your shoulders, forearms pushing down into the floor. Actively try to push the floor away from you to get as much lift from your head, neck, and chest as you can. Feeling your shoulder blades slide down your back. Once you're all the way up, that's number 1. We drop our foreheads down, shrug shoulders, then press up again for 2. Down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, 6, down, up, 7, down, up, 8, down, up, 9, down, up, 10. Stay lifted. Take your left arm, reach it as far over to the right side as you can, opening up through your ribs. That's number 1. Bring your hands back to center, then right arm reaches across for 2. Switch, 3. Switch, 4. Switch, 5. Switch, 6. Switch, 7. Switch, 8. Switch, 9. Switch, 10. Come back to center. Press yourself up onto hands and knees. rock your hips back to your heels. Stretch your arms towards the front of your yoga mat overhead for a nice child's pose. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. We'll hold here for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Now, in our normal exercise classes, we spend more time in cool down, but I don't do as much talking at the beginning. I just wanted to make sure that we have time if anyone has questions, that I am available to chat with you, let you know more about our programming. And then I want to just share again that information about Rogue in Motion. And the code is free month. That's the promo code to be able to try all of that programming for a full month. And then, yeah, any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself and let me know what you thought. And then one more time, there's kind of our schedule at a glance, all the different types of online exercise classes. This Friday is our 5-year anniversary party of being in this space. We've been recording classes for that entire time. So there are literally thousands upon thousands of videos available to you in the video library. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to reach out to us. It's info@roguept.com is our email address, and we'd be happy to let you know more. And if there's no questions, then thank you so much for joining me. Definitely make sure you hydrate well for the rest of the day today after that workout. Try to get in some more stretching if you have time, whatever feels good to your body. And I hope everyone has a beautiful day. Thanks so much for checking in with us. Nice to meet you.